Eugene, it's been a great year so far for St. Eunans, obviously winning the first or the senior championship in quite some time. Have been knocking on the door for a few years, and we know there was great excitement at the finish and great celebrations. How concentrated are you now, and how soon did you get back into focus for Ulster?
Well, I suppose we enjoyed the Saturday night, Sunday and a small bit of Monday then. I think it's very important that we did enjoy it. So then we took the week off training, we did the schools, and we were very thankful to all the principals in the area that we got such a good welcome. It was fantastic. And then that was reflected in the amount of young fellas and girls that were at the academies. Then I suppose the footballers had a great win then, so we didn't see them for a couple of days, but they got a bit of tough love when they came back on the Wednesday. And then again the Saturday, and we went back into regular training again. But we trained then last night, and the lads are really focused and really looking forward to the game.
Yeah, and you mentioned the footballers. Obviously, the bit to us last weekend, and I suppose in a way, I'm sure you weren't hoping for it, but it's a blessing in disguise maybe for you, is it?
It isn't. It isn't. We've managed it very well this year. All through the year, we look a good working relationship with the footballers, and look, you want to see any team. It doesn't matter what team is in the club. You want to see them doing well. We're all disappointed for them, but just they didn't get the rub of the green on the day. But it does mean that I have my lads all the time now, and look, they're really looking forward to that.
And just remind us again who on that senior team is playing on your team.
Well, you have Kevin Keeley and Sean McVeigh are the two starting players. Then in the extended panel, you'd have the likes of Brian McIntyre, Cormac Finn, and maybe Sean Halvey, one or two of them,
Yeah, and of course there's one or two hurlers on the football team that didn't come in. They're not coming back into the reckoning, are they?
Well, look, it's not something we have discussed, but looking at them lads in the performance in the football championship, I'd say Declan Boner will be looking for them shortly, and I think they're back the 8th of December or something.
Yeah.
So it'll be too much of a workload, and I don't know, but I don't expect to.
Yeah. And what is the mood? Because the one thing I noticed was, kind of the hurlers used to be kind of go their own way in St. Eunans for a long time, I felt, and kind of were the poor relation. But this championship victory, I think, was embraced by the whole club.
Oh, it was, absolutely. There's a real goodwill out there at the minute. Look, it's been coming the last few years, and finally we got over the line this year, but the two are getting closer and closer together, and there's more and more players that are overlapping, coming up to the academies. They're playing hurling and football all the time, and it's really beginning to pay dividends,
Talk to me about Crave Rua, the Armagh junior champions, back-to-back junior champions. What do you know of them?
I don't know a whole pile, to be honest. Just from what I've been researching, they're back-to-back champions, and they've won it on both occasions at their ease. I have watched the streaming of the county final, and look, again, they won it maybe in first or second gear. They weren't fully tested. They have a very, very good, fast, skillful, insightful forward line, and they have an excellent free taker. So there are two areas that we really, really have to watch. They play very much a running game, a supporting game. So again, we'll come up with a plan to counteract that, and one or two areas I think we can get at them. So we'll come up with a game plan as ever, and we'll have a right go on Saturday.
They're junior champions, as we say. There was a time maybe when Armagh was hurling at a county level, maybe, and I'm not sure about senior club level, was a bit ahead of Donegal. But that's no longer the case. We've seen Armagh beat, or Donegal beat Armagh in the Nicky record, and all those competitions, and in the league and everything. So you're playing the Armagh junior champions, you're the Donegal senior champions. How do they compare, say, with Setanta?
It's very hard to say. I suppose the gap most certainly has closed in regard to the inter-county teams, and that's great credit to all the clubs here in Donegal. They've really pushed on, and their coaching and their strength and conditioning, and Mickey, over the last number of years has really driven things on. I suppose people would expect that, the senior champions in Donegal would go and beat the junior champions in Armagh, but that's not necessarily the case. I've never met an Armagh team yet that'll lie down for me,
because you have your own experiences of playing against them.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You can come out the wrong side of a few days, but look, we will give them the utmost respect, the same as we do with every other team, and we'll come up with a plan, as I said, and we'll have a go on Saturday.
And have you got everybody?
I have my starting 15. We have a small little bit of COVID issues. We picked up some of the extended panel have been isolating for the last 10 days or more. They won't be around for Saturday. So it cuts down my panel a bit, but my starting 15 are ready to go. They're all fitting well.
And tell me, is the appetite satisfied? You know, winning Donegal was a big thing, you know, because we've had the big two and maybe McCool's, but you have Burton, Satanta, the big two, and then McCool's maybe came in a sneaked one, and you've been around for a while, and you know, it meant so much to win it. Has that kind of stated the appetite for the year, or do these guys want to, or do you want to do well in Ulster?
Well, I'll tell you, for the first week or two, we were satisfied with our lot, and that's been honest, and we were just delighted with the outcome of the championship. But then the last couple of weeks, things have started to change a bit. The lads are now looking to push on and express themselves in Ulster. Like, you know, there's the challenge of going away and playing different teams and stronger teams, and it's something we're really, really looking forward to now.
It's your first time in the Ulster Championship, but club champion. But you would have played Ulster League, would you?
We would have played Ulster Senior League there for a good few years. We were there in 2019. We were in a different place though. We were after losing the county final that time.
Yeah.
And then we went and Gortnamona beat us by a point the last puck of the game. I actually missed that game through injury, but it wasn't the same. This year we're going in as champions.
And fair to see your team has changed a fair bit.
Oh, it has. It has. There's no real reflection. Like, we brought in a few players and a lot of young fellas coming through. It is a different team. Like, and it's a quality team at the moment.
Yeah. Tell me, in terms of preparation, are you happy with it?
Oh, I'm very happy. Last night, I was really, really happy with last night. We're going well. We're chomping at the bit for Saturday.
Yeah, and in terms of, you know, if you can get up to the level that you found against the Tanta, you know.
Yeah, I think if we can get somewhere near that, we'll be thereabouts on Saturday. No, I really do believe that. But it's about getting that performance. And
is it a case of going out and, you know, even though these guys are on their home back patch, putting them on the back foot?
Absolutely, it's a challenge. We love a challenge.
Yeah. Look, Eugene, thanks a million.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Take care.